Hey everybody, this here is Get You Some. I'd like to show you these numbers I got on the new Intel Core i7 920 with the reversion with the DO, and I can say this is a lot more graceful than the CO C1 version. It at 4 gigs overclocked, I had to run 1.35 on the core voltage. This, I'm at 4.2 gigs, as you can see, with 1.3 volts, and I got 12 gigs of G-Skill Trident 2000 running at 1600 on 888 22 clocks, which I had down to 77719, and it ran pretty good. So I think I'm gonna put it back and try some new benches with them numbers. You can always mess around depending on what kind of RAM you have with the timings on it, tighten them up or whatever. That's up to you. But you can see my motherboard is a Asus P6T Deluxe version 2. Great overclocking motherboard. And as you can see, I just ran Intel burn-in test for about 3 hours, and everything came back good. That does a little bit more of a torture test on it than Prime 95, but I just ran a quick 15-minute with Prime 95, and you can see my temps are 57 degrees Celsius. I have a water-cooled setup running straight distilled water with some PT nuke couple drops, keep it from getting fungused up, and I have a heat killer version 3 1366 water block with a Danger Den GT Stealth triple radiator. I have a SwiftTech MP or M355 with an acrylic top, so I can run a 1/2-inch Fetzer tube. And my reservoir is a XXP or XSPC, I believe, reservoir. All compression fittings. Antec tri-cool red LED fans on the 3 of them on the radiator. It's got 3 speeds, low, medium, and high. It does pretty good. And yeah, as I said before, with your voltages may differ on your DO version, but here's a quick BIOS settings. Disable speed step, disable turbo mode, disable hyperthreading. It, like I said, it's a 4-core processor no matter which way you look at it. So it'll give you 10 to 14 degrees higher in temps if you enable the hyperthreading. But that's up to you if you want to get them extra frame rates out of games or whatever. That's your decision. But 21 on the ratio setting on the CPU, 201 on the beat clock, PCI 100, DDR3. It depends on what kind of memory you have. I'm running mine at 1602. It's 2000 megahertz memory, but you have to have some really high voltages to run it on 2000, and that just don't make me too happy. DRAM clocks, try to keep your DRAM clocks at 8 unless you have some really good memory. Like, I'm gonna run mine at 77719, do some more benches. My CPU voltage 1.30, my QPI DRAM same 1.30, DRAM bus 1.66. Everything else pretty much left on auto. Disable your spectrums and enable low line calibration. Run 800 on the differential amplitude, and yeah, disable all your VTT virtual technology, your the Intel what is the power saving modes, or what in your CPU ratio settings. You can disable all that. it's not gonna do you any harm. Keep it stable and keep it running in a straight, you know, 4.2 instead of fluctuating back to 2.66. That's when it's idle. That way you always know you're getting the stable megahertz on it. Don't switch on it, it'll stay there. And let's see here. That's pretty much about it. Like I say, here's my highest temps were 57 degrees, which is great. I was getting like 64 with the C1 reversion, so I'm very happy with this, with the DO reversion. Lower voltages, lower temps. You can overclock it higher. What's not to like, y'all? Alright, this here's get to some. Happy overclocking, y'all. Have a good day.